Oh. So, hi, welcome. Please find your seat. If you have a little cushion to prop the hips up on, sometimes that can feel good, especially for low back stress or tight hips. And just let yourself settle in and become aware of your space. Feel the legs on the floor. Start to move your awareness from all the external influences to the internal space within. So you might start to close the eyes, they might close completely or soft gaze to the floor. And just noticing that shift of awareness by simply closing the eyes and intending to move the awareness in. You might still hear sounds around you, and that's okay, they're just part of the present moment. Just like the air on the skin. Even feeling the physical body, noticing any sensations, maybe noticing the hands resting where they've landed, or even the clothing on the skin, as well as deeper awarenesses of physical tension, tightness, discomfort, both lightness, openness, and ease. Sometimes we're pulled to just the bad. Let's really focus some energy and awareness on the good, which often just goes unseen. Oh, scanning the body, noticing the spaces of ease, the spaces of openness, as well as discomfort. Without changing anything, just notice the subtleties of movement with the breath. And the awareness that you're pulling the air in from the outside, bring it into the body. The body's using it, magic, and then we're exhaling. And even when you're exhaling, having that awareness that what's outside of you is using that as well. So there's this exchange of energy happening from the outside to the inside. Science. Trees using the carbon dioxide and giving off the oxygen, and vice versa. Just letting yourself connect with this concept of connection, unity, being one with the universe. It'd be a really big concept, but when we kind of break it down into the breath and carbon dioxide and oxygen and using that with the trees and vice versa, make it a little more tangible. Let that breath deepen and lengthen, let that connection grow. As you breathe fully, you might see in your mind's eye a favorite tree. Let your breath grow a little more intentional, inhaling fully down into the belly, and exhaling slow and soft. A couple more mindful breaths here. If you've had a busy, hectic morning, invite that exhale to really grow long and gentle to help slow things down. Consciously choose to release the muscles in the face and the jaw, the shoulders, maybe even the glutes and the abdomen. With the next inhale, grow up a little bit taller. Let the crown of the head float up. The shoulders roll back. And the tailbone draw down. Lots of space between each vertebra. We'll gently let the chin come down towards the chest, open out the back of the neck. Nice full breath there. Notice sensations. And then gently inhale, rolling right ear to right shoulder. And exhaling chin to chest. And inhaling left ear to left shoulder. And exhaling chin to chest. Let's continue moving with that rhythm. Of course, any organic movement of the neck is welcome. Just be mindful as you explore sensation. You could stay on one side and take a few breaths if that feels better to you. Any area that is talking to you, give it a little extra love, a little extra breath. Okay. Go ahead and stay with the neck for just another breath or two. Next time the chin is at the chest, lift the head up through center. Join me for a cleansing breath. Big full inhale. Open mouth, audible exhale. Bring your awareness to the center of your chest, heart space. And from that place, let's gently move into a little cat-cow. Just let it be small, letting the heart move forward and back. Inhale the heart forward. And exhale the heart back. Start to move the shoulders into it a little more, squeezing shoulder blades together as the heart shoots forward. Chin might lift. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, pull those shoulders nice and wide. And keep going, let the movement grow a little more pronounced in the pelvis. You start to feel this movement spread throughout the body. And then on the next inhale, we'll pause and center. As you arrive, sit up nice and tall, take a nice full breath in, full breath out. I ask you to crisscross the legs in the opposite direction. And take a moment to settle in, see how it feels. It might be a little less comfortable, and that's okay. That's for you just to notice, not to run away from or grip and analyze, just be present with it. Take the arms out to the side. Big breath in, sweep the left arm up. And we're going to reach it up and over. Try not to take that shoulder forward. You shouldn't be looking down towards the ground. I want to roll that shoulder open. Open the heart towards the ceiling and even look up towards the ceiling if that feels okay on the neck. Take another full breath wherever you are, just reaching the fingertips as far as we'll go comfortably. As you inhale, lift the fingertips up. Exhale, release that arm down. Feel what you feel without judgment. Reconnect with the breath. Right arm floats up. Breath in. As you breathe out, reach up and over. Let the bottom shoulder relax down by bending the elbow a bit. And again, check in with that top shoulder. Is it rolling forward? Is the heart going down? Is the gaze going down? Can you roll it open? Heart goes up, gaze might go up. Another full breath. Inhale, reach the fingertips up, and exhale, let that arm come down. Beautiful. Take a nice big inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, soften to the earth. Take the fingertips forward, take them to your knees. We're going to move through a variation of cat-cow, but we're going to take the arms with us. So the first few will be slow. Inhale, reach the arms up and take them as far back as you can, all the way to the floor. Heart stays open. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Chin lifts. So real deep arch in the back. And then the exhale, we'll reach those fingertips back, around the spine, tuck the chin, and hands come forward. That's your cat. Inhale, open up. Squeeze shoulder blades together, cow. Good. And then exhale, round it off. Good. Do a couple more, really getting into those shoulders, opening up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up the heart, lift the chin when we're opening the heart, and then rounding off, exhaling. And one more round. Round it off. And keep the hands on the knees and just inhale, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders up and melt them down to come back to a neutral. As you arrive, let's extend the legs straight out in front. Flex the feet, give the toes a little wiggle. You might pull the flesh out from underneath. And hands can come down by your sides. Find some circles with the ankles. Open up those joints, pointing and flexing the feet, moving the toes as you're moving the circles of the ankles, circles, and then pause and go in the other direction. Flex the feet, press energy out the heels. Ground down through the heels, ground down through the thighs, pull up through the torso, hands come by your side, Dandasana. Actively pulling in and up. So this is more of an energized posture. We're not just hanging out here. Nice full breath. Go ahead and bend the left leg. Sit up nice and tall. The right hand comes around that knee. Left arm is going to sweep forward and up, and then open the heart over to the left. Reach the left fingertips as far back to the wall behind you as you can, and then gently release the hand to the ground. Lengthen up through the spine, and then exhale, coming into your twist. Work the knee towards the midline of the body. You can always take that right arm and wrap it around the knee. Just don't let your shoulder pull forward. Keep that shoulder relaxed back. The heart is leading. Another couple breaths. The gaze goes to the back wall, and make sure that right foot is flexed and that leg is energized. Yeah. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Keep it lifted parallel to the floor. Another full breath here. With the left arm, reach for the wall behind you. Sweep it up towards the ceiling, spiral back around through center. Relax the arm down. Okay, we're going to lift that knee, take the hands behind the thigh, roll the shoulders back, and lift the heart. Flex both feet. Okay. Just going to straighten and bend. Press energy out the heel. Try to keep the heart lifted and stay out of the rounded low back. It's still a good place to be on your little seated pad. All right, one more. I get a little crinkling in the ankle like a newspaper. Might not, but mine does. Good. All right, now we're going to seal the thigh. So lift that leg on top. Bring it up and around. The heel's going to come as close to the hip as you can get it. So you might have to kind of walk it over there. You want both sitting bones on the ground. The heel comes close to the hip, and the knee comes close to the other knee. And just relax it down as best you can. So sitting up nice and tall, once you sit up tall, you can stay just like this, and your hand can stay on the foot, pulling that foot back, because a lot of times that foot's going to want to fling shot forward. So feel free to keep your hand there. Now, if you want to take this deeper, this will not be for everybody, but if it's for you, feel free to bend that bottom leg and bring that heel close to the opposite hip with the knees working towards stacking. But again, Both sitting bones need to be on the ground. So if you're kind of leaning into one bum, go ahead and pull, kind of flesh out and try to get both sitting bones on the ground. And sit up nice and tall. Find the length in the spine. If you come here and this is easy for you, won't be for everybody, but if it is for you, take the feet wider and forward. And that's going to make it a little more intense. I'm going to keep mine back today because my body will be happier today with that. Lengthen up through the spine. If the bottom leg is straight, that's okay too. And either stay there and breathe into these new sensations, or you can always take the hands forward and start to hinge forward if you want something deeper. So wherever you are, just keep bringing your awareness into your body. Notice where you feel tightness. Notice if there's gripping, inviting some letting go. Use the breath for long, slow exhales. Release the jaw. Another big inhale, big exhale. If you have hinged forward, ground through the hands, pull the low tummy in, start to lift yourself up. Once you arrive, hands come behind you, lean back, and either help the top leg off or unwind yourself. And just a little windshield wiper. Awesome. So we're going to let the knees drop to the right. We'll take the legs further away from each other and let that left hip come up off the ground. So if you do have something underneath your bum, we're going to use it again though, so don't push it too far. Left hip presses forward. So we leave the ground, let that left hip lift up off the floor, press it forward, both hands are over to the right. So we're going to do this a little different than we've done in the past. If you want something deeper in that hip flexor, take that left knee and push it further behind you so there's more space between the foot and the knee. Okay. And then turning the torso over to the right, both hands over to the right. We're going to keep that hip pressing forward. The left hand is going to sweep up out in front of you. Big breath in. It's like a rainbow. But this time, we're going to keep that hip pressing forward and keep the heart open in the direction it's facing. Just reach the arm behind you. Open up that shoulder, open up the chest, and take the fingertips towards that left heel. It might not reach the heel. Place the fingers to the floor. That's fine. Keep the heart facing the right, shoulder rolling back. Nice big breath. You might even look up to really get that deeper arch. Let's take the left fingertips, reach it past the toes, up behind you, like you're drawing that rainbow, and take the hand back down. Let's just do that one more time. Left fingertips reach forward and up. Keep the heart facing to the right. The hip is pressing forward. Fingertips come down. Yep. Squeeze that left shoulder blade towards the center line, opening up. Nice full breath. You might lift the chin. Good. And then reach the fingertips up and take that hand to the floor. And here you can kind of relax that left hip and we're going to come down onto the forearms. And take a few good breaths here. You can stay up high if that feels better for you, or you can even come down lower if that feels better for you. Nice full breaths into sensation. Soften jaw and face. Another big breath in, big breath out. Root the hands down, slowly bring the hands in, coming all the way upright, stay facing the direction you're facing, off to the right. Once you arrive, then walk the hands forward, release that left hip down, lift the knees, come back through center. It's just windshield wiper a little bit, move some of that around. And then we come back into Dandasana. So if you have your little blanket you want to sit on, if that's helpful for you, feel free. Flex the feet, press energy out the heels, toes point up, pull everything in and up, lengthen the spine, crown of the head lifts, chin slight tuck. Nice full breath, actively pulling back into center. All right, go ahead and bend the right knee. Bring that knee in as high as it'll go. And take the left hand around the knee, right arm sweeps up, big breath in, open the heart over to the right. Take that hand to the wall behind you, stretch as far back as you can, and place the hand to the floor. Lengthen the spine, and exhale, gently melt into your twist. Don't go as deep as possible. Just let yourself melt into it with each breath, coming in a little bit deeper maybe. Shoulders stay relaxed, ground through that left leg, flex the left foot. The gaze go to the wall behind you, nice full breaths. Notice if the shoulders are pulling, try to let the shoulders roll back, let the heart do the leading. Full breath in, full breath out. The next inhale, sit up a little taller, reach the right arm to the wall behind you, and take it up towards the ceiling, unwind back through center, release that hand down. As you arrive, sit up tall, we're going to take the hands behind the thigh, roll the shoulders back, open the heart, and start to just straighten and bend the knee, moving into that knee joint a little bit. Press energy out the heel to open up the back of the leg as well. Awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and seal the thighs. Take that leg up and over. The heel comes close to the hip. Keep that other hip on the ground. You might kind of have to walk it over. Knees are working towards stacked. And then before going deeper, you might be rounding into the low back here. Sit up a little taller. Lengthen the spine. See how that feels. If you want to bend the other leg, go ahead and do that. Just make sure both sitting bones are on the floor. Check in with yourself. Notice where that's coming from, the urge to do the bottom leg. Because it's needed, it's the ego, the competitiveness. Just check in. And if it doesn't feel right, then let that bottom leg be straight. You're still getting that delicious stretch in the outer hip. Find what works for you. Start to settle in. Lengthen the spine. Breathe. Soften all the places that need to be softened. You can use your hands to hold the feet back if they need a little support, if they keep slingshotting forward. And of course, if you want to hinge forward, go ahead. Just where you're feeling stretches, send your breath to that. Create more space, more letting go. Each exhale. If it becomes a lot, just take another breath. See how that does for you. If you are folded forward, root the hands down, slowly lift the torso up. We'll all come upright. Lean back to release the legs. Take that top leg, unwind it. Go ahead and take the feet wide, little windshield wiper. And then we take the knees down to the left. You might move your little block or blanket rather away. So again, if you want more space, more hip opening rather, create more space between the foot and the knee. Let's take that right hip, lift it up, press it forward, sending the heart over to the left. Take both hands to the outside of that left hip, lengthen up through the spine. Nice full breath here. Let's take the right arm, reach it forward, up like you're drawing a rainbow. Keep the heart facing the left. As you reach that arm behind you and let the fingertips come down towards the heel or the ground. Try to arch the back, open up that right shoulder. And then we reach the fingertips behind you and to the floor. One more. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Keep the heart open to the left. Fingertips reach back behind you. Open the heart. Nice full breath here. And then reach that arm up and take it forward. And once it's forward, you can start to hinge over your forearms. Just welcome a few breaths here. Always rest on the chest or on some props. Full breaths in and out. You're going to root the hands down, slowly lift the torso up, stay facing the direction you're facing until you're upright. Once you're upright, you can walk the hands forward, lean back, lift the knees, back to center, a little windshield wiper. You'll take the soles of the feet together, your knees wide. Take the hands behind you, squeeze shoulder blades together, open the heart, lift the chin, let the knees surrender to gravity. Press through the fingertips, so lift up and out, allowing the legs to surrender a little bit more. Nice full breath here. Big inhale, big exhale. And stay for another couple breaths, finding even more letting go. Knees let go, inner thighs let go, glutes let go, maybe the face, maybe the gripping of the mind. Begin to take the hands gently, mindfully to each knee, pull the knees together, round the back, give yourself a big hug. Nice full breath into the back body. And keeping the belly towards the thighs, take the hands to the floor. If you could slide your feet, you'd slide them, but if not, just kind of walk them forward. Try to keep the belly close to the thighs as you start to straighten the legs, flex the feet. Let the tailbone reach back. Nice big breath in, big breath out. Walk the hands towards the heels. Just go to the place that feels right for you. Be sure to flex those feet. Tailbone reaches behind you. Nice full breath here. Okay. Root the hands down. Low tummy pulls in to help lift you up. Roll the shoulders, come back through center, Dandasana, big inhale, big exhale. Let's make our way mindfully to tabletop, hands and knees. Of course, you can pad the knees if they need it. You're feeling very sensitive today, so I'm going to use a little padding, I think. Spread the fingers wide, root down through the fingertips. Your drishti is on the floor out in front of the fingertips, so the gaze is almost straight down. The neck is neutral. Pull the low tummy in, press up behind the heart. Right leg extends behind you. You can keep toes to the ground, or you can lift that leg. Flex the foot, hips are square to the floor. Keep that low tummy pulling in and up. Again, another option, left hand can stay where it is. It can crawl forward or it can lift up. Really ground down through the left leg and the right hand. Another breath here. We're going to take the knee in towards the nose. If the arm is lifted, bring the elbow in. Squeeze in and up. Inhale, extend. Next one, we're going to bend the back knee, foot towards the ceiling. Reach back if the hand is lifted, and maybe tap or just go in that direction, and then extend out. One more each direction. Take it in and under, squeeze in, and extend. Bend the knee, try to tap back. Don't have to touch, just go in that direction. And then extend. Let's release the limbs. Take the knees wide, come into child's pose. Nice full breath. Bring yourself back into tabletop. Do the other side, extend your left leg, either toes to the ground or lift it. Tummy in. Maybe the right arm stays where it is. It might crawl forward or lift. Flex that left leg, pull the tummy in. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose or knee to elbow underneath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knee, maybe tap back if that arm is lifted. Extend. One more each direction. Exhale underneath, inhale, extend. Exhale, tap back. Inhale, extend. Release both limbs down. Give the tail a little wiggle, maybe look over the shoulder. Good. And then we'll step one leg back, step the other leg back for plank. Squeeze to the middle line. You can always keep knees down. Another breath. Press the earth away, lift up behind the heart and the belly button, and then slowly take it up and back, downward facing dog. Just take a few moments to walk out your dog. Wiggle it out, fix your clothes, all the things. Yeah. Nice full breath where you are. Come forward into plank. Let's all lower the knees, lower down to the earth, nice and slow, bending the elbows. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, baby cobra or higher if that's in your practice or desired. And exhale, release. Curl the toes, squeeze and lift, plank. Squeeze to the middle line, find that strength. Hips up and back, down dog. Walk it out a bit. Let's extend the right leg behind you. Mindfully lift it. Press energy out the heel. Step it all the way forward. Help it forward if it needs it. As you arrive in your low lunge, make sure that right knee above or behind the ankle. Another breath here. Lengthen the spine. Gently release the back knee to the curl the toes. Squeeze the inner thighs together, come up onto the front knee. Find your drishti, either stay there or start to melt the hips a little bit, and maybe the arms go up. Nice full breath. Take the fingertips behind you, keep those arms straight, open up the chest and the shoulders. Squeeze shoulder blades together and let the gaze go skyward. Another breath. Gently roll forward, hands to the floor. Left hand roots down, right hand to the right knee or thigh, right shoulder lifts. We find a little twist. Maybe that right arm lifts up. Nice full breath here. Press down to lift up. Big inhale, big exhale. And then we release that right hand to the floor. Curl the back toe, lift the back knee. And we'll step it forward, coming to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Ground through the feet. The knees might be nice and bent here. Shake the head yes and no to release it a bit. Nice full breath. Ground down through the legs, little bend in the knees. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine, shoulders rolled up. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And hands to the heart as you exhale. Next 2 breaths, stay right here. Feel the feet on the floor. Lengthen the spine and the crown of the head floating up. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Right through center, forward fold. Ground through the hands, step back with the right leg. Settle into your low lunge here. Make sure that left knee is above or behind the ankle. Nice full breath. Gently release the back knee to the floor. Uncurl the toes. Take the hands to that front thigh. Pull the tummy in. Heart lifts. Find your drishti. Ground down. Float the arms all the way up. Big inhale, big exhale. Release the arms behind you. Open the heart. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Backs to the hands, pressing towards each other. Low tummy pulls in to keep the low back safe. Another breath. Gently roll it forward. Floor, around the front foot. Right hand grounds down, left hand to the left knee. Find that spiral, and then maybe the left arm lifts. Nice full breath in, full breath out. And let's release the left hand to the ground, curl the back toe, lift the back knee, step it back, plank. Or you have your vinyasa, or you can push right back into dog or child pose. Make your vinyasa yours, knees up or down, lower to the earth. Inhale, cobra or up dog, whatever's in your practice. And downward facing dog. Let yourself settle back in. Full breath. The left leg floats up behind you. We step it all the way forward, helping it forward if it needs it. Check in with your foundation. If it feels wobbly, take the feet wider from left to right. Squeeze and lift, high lunge. Nice full breath here. Let's all bring the hands to the heart. We're going to bend the back knee, lower the pelvis. So sometimes bring your hands to the hips can be helpful. We're going to lower the pelvis so the knee's bending. The back knee is bending straight down. Doesn't have to go a lot. Pelvis lower straight down. And then keep everything as it is. Tummy pulls in. Try not to move the front leg and straighten the back leg as good as you can. Be mindful. So you should be getting a nice deep opening in that hip flexor. If you're leaning forward, you're not going to get it, so lift up. If you're not finding it, try it again. Bend that back knee, drop down, and then straighten it without moving anything else. Another full breath. Good. Let's release the hands mindfully to the floor. Step that back leg forward, forward fold. Shake it out a bit. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, take it all the way up. And then bring your hands to your heart. Big inhale, big exhale. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep it all the way to the sky. Exhale, right through center, forward fold. Step back with the left leg. Settle into your low lunge. Make sure you feel stable, because we're coming all the way up to find your high lunge. Use your drishti. So staring at something out in front of you. Ground through that front leg. Bring your hands to your heart. Nothing moves, but the back knee bends and the tailbone starts to go straight down. Keep everything as it is, front leg and hips especially, and start to straighten that back leg. Keep the low tummy pulling in. As you start to straighten that back leg, you're going to get that hip flex or so as it on that left hip. Tummy in, you could try it again if you need to. Another full breath. Arms up, big inhale. Exhale, mindfully place the hands to the floor, either side of the front foot. Step it back, plank. Let's see your vinyasa, or come to dog, or child's pose, wherever you choose. Just take a few mindful breaths. Make your way back into down dog. Just full breath in, full breath out. Please extend the right leg behind you. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Keep the shoulders square to the floor. Let that right heel comes towards the left glute. The knee opens up. Nice full breath here. Straighten the leg. Square the hips. Step that right leg all the way forward. Low lunge. And drop the back knee to the ground here. Uncurl the toes. Left hand roots to the floor or a block. You can put a low block, not a high block, underneath the left hand if you'd like. Melt the hips. So again, if you want to get into the hips a little more, scoot that right foot forward and bend the knee so it's above the ankle, melting into the hips. I'm going to keep mine back because my hips won't be happy there today. And then the right hand comes to that right knee again. We're going to open up the heart over to the right. Float the right fingertips forward and up. And then turn the palm to face the same direction your heart is facing. And then reach the fingertips to the back of your mat. Keep that right shoulder rolling open, heart open, tummy pulling in. Another breath. Either stay here or let the left knee bend and grab hold of the foot. If you can't reach the foot, that's okay. Just keep moving in that direction. Another full breath. You might send the gaze up towards the ceiling. Let's release the foot gently. Everyone take their right arm, reach it up. We're going to take it to the inside of the right foot. So you might have to walk that right foot to the outside a little bit. Both hands to the floor. Curl the back toe, lift the back knee. It's like lizard pose. Nice full breath here. Big inhale, big exhale. Bend the back knee. We're going to springboard. It might take 2 steps to bring that foot all the way forward to the outside of the left hand. So if it takes 2 steps, that's fine. And then straighten the legs. Toes are forward. Forward fold. Release the arms. Release the head. Tailbone floats up. Nice full breath here. Inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, we're going to sit into a wide-legged chair pose. So hips go. The feet should only be a little wider than the hips. Hips go back, hands come to heart, lift the heart, squeeze the glutes, press down through all the corners of the feet. More breath. Press down, lift up, big inhale. And reach the arms out to the side as you exhale. Bring the feet in, Tadasana. Full breath in, full breath out. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale through center, forward fold. Round the hands, step back with the left leg. Step back with the right leg, plank. You got your vinyasa, any way that you choose to move for the next 4 or 5 breaths. And that might be stillness. Nice full inhale, full exhale. Make your way back into down dog as you feel ready. Left leg floats up. Stack the left hip on top of the right, bend the left knee. Keep those shoulders squared to the floor though. Nice full breath here. Toes reach up towards the sky, square the hips. Step that left leg all the way forward. Hook it forward if it needs it. All right, let's release the back knee to the floor. Uncurl the toes. Reach down through the right hand. It can always come to a block. Left hand to the left knee. Rotate the spine. We've been here before. Reach the arm up. Now we're going to deepen it. Take the palm to face the same direction as your heart. Reach the fingertips to the back wall. Keep that shoulder rolling open. Keep the heart reaching up towards the ceiling. Either stay there or lean forward and grab hold of that right foot. Nice full breath. Gently release the foot if you grab hold of it. Take the arm up and over and then take it to the inside of that left foot. So you might walk that left foot a little wider. Move your block, hands to the floor, ground through the hands, curl the back toe, lift the back knee. We've got that lizard. It's like a wide lunge. Nice full breath here. Make sure the hands are underneath your heart, and we're going to bend the back knee. You might take 2 little hops forward. Take that foot to the outside of the right. Fingers and tailbone up. Release and grab hold of your wrist. Nice full breath here. And let the arms go. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, reverse swan all the way up. Bring your feet in, hands to the heart. Just full breath in. Full breath. Find something to stare at out in front of you. Ground through the feet. Just like the tree you envisioned earlier. Root down. Imagine the energy of the roots coming up to fill all your branches, blossoms. Really ground through the left leg. Let's just lift the right knee. You can always keep toes on the ground if balance is not your friend today, lifting that heel. If you choose to lift the whole foot, take another breath. And then take your hands around the knee, pull the knee into the chest, round the spine, look down towards that ground. Stay stable and strong in that left leg. Another breath. Inhale, lift the head and heart. Release that right foot down intentionally. Hands to the heart. Nice full breath. Let's ground through the right leg. Lift the left heel, maybe the whole foot. Find your drishti. Really fire up that right leg, nice and strong. Hands to the knee, pull the knee in. Start to round the spine, look down. Round through that right leg, super strong. Another breath. And mindfully release the foot. Stand up tall. Release the hands. Tadasana, come back to center. Big full inhale. Big full exhale. Beautiful. And inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Right through center, forward fold. Step back with the right leg, back with the left leg, plank. You've got a vinyasa if you want it. But we're all going to make our way down onto the mat. So if you want to put a vinyasa in before, I should have said that earlier. But either way, make your way back down onto the mat, onto your belly. And once you arrive, scooch myself back a little bit. Feet are rooted to the earth, so tops of the feet are pressing down. Pelvis stays connected. Reach the arms forward. Let your forehead rest to the earth. Take a nice big breath in, big breath out. We're going to lift the right arm and the left leg. The head might lift with it. That's okay. And then exhale, release. Left arm, right leg, lift. Exhale, release. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Lift the arms, both arms, the chest, the head. Pelvis and feet stay grounded. Breathe. and release. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back, take your time moving through tabletop. Let the knees go wide, wiggle the hips a little bit, and melt back into child's pose. Nice full breath here. Round through the hands, bring yourself into tabletop, and then up into downward facing dog. Look to the front of the mat, walk the feet forward, forward fold. If you have the strap nearby, grab it. If it's not nearby, just grab it mindfully. And then we'll all reverse swan dive all the way up. And hands to the heart, and with your strap between your hands. Okay. So if you have your strap wound up, unwind it. There's ways to do this without the strap. I'm going to show you the variations on ways to do with the strap. This might be a little workshop-y, less flowy. So we're moving into variations of dancer. So you can have a wall near you if you're not too into working with the balance aspect of this today and you want to work more with the opening aspect, then feel free to use a wall or a chair to help support you with balance. That's fine. But if you want to work with balance also, then stay in the center of the room. So let's take the strap and we're going to place it underneath the ball of the right foot. I'm going to show you two different versions, well, three really. Taking the strap and bringing it together into the right hand. It's on the right foot and the right hand. Left hand is even. Let's sit up nice and tall for this. So let the hand slide up the strap. Ground through the left leg, let's bend the right knee. And then take that hand further down the strap. All right. And then we're going to just take that foot and the strap is going to move on its own, bending the knee behind you. So the knees, foot comes behind you and the strap turns. We're going to take that hand and you choose, you might take the hand further down the strap, square the hips forward, left hand goes up. Then we have our dancer pose, hinging forward, pressing the foot away from the hand away from the foot, open. Now, of course, you can do this and hold on to the foot if you can reach. That's an option. Another option to take this into full dancer, you have the hand on the strap. We're going to take that foot behind you, bend hand to the heel to the hip. And this time, we're going to take the hand up and over. Full reach. You might take the pocket down the strap. I'm not going to go very deep with this, which I can't anyway, but you choose. You can do one hand, both hands, keep the hips squared. Of course, you can let the strap go. Do your more typical dancer, really grounding through the left leg. Press the foot into the hand, hand into the foot, and breathe. All right, beautiful. All the variations, just find what works for you today. Breathe. When you're ready to come out, mindfully release that right foot forward and step out. Take a couple breaths in Tadasana. Feel the feet on the ground. Let the knees have a gentle bend. Pretend like you've got a hula hoop and just find little hip circles. I have a client I work with who's 89. So I call this the midge dance because she does it all the time. Okay. Then ground down. Feel the energy come up. Palms forward, shoulders back. Nice full breath in. Full breath out. Sweep the arms up. Take a gentle forward fold to let the knees bend generously. Belly rests on the thighs. Release the head. Take a few breaths here. If you want to straighten the legs a bit more, you can, but you can keep them soft as well, opening up the back body. Ground through the feet, low tummy pulls in. Keep those knees bent as you roll up slowly, maybe taking your strap with you. And then roll the shoulders and straighten the legs. Tadasana. Big breath in, big breath out. So let's do the other side. Remembering, I love this. Some of you know it because I've said it before. I have a teacher who said, our sides are siblings, they are not twins. So recognizing that this side might be a totally different experience and just being okay with that. Let's go ahead and place the strap under the left foot. All the variations, take the left hand to the strap. If you're choosing to do this without the strap, that's fine. If you want to play with the deeper version of it, that's fine too. Ground through the feet. Let's bend the left knee. Find your drishti. Start to take that knee down, heel up towards the glute, and then maybe take the hand further down the strap, closer to your foot. Roll that left shoulder open. We did lots of warm up for that. And then the right hand can come up. And start to press the foot into the hand into the foot. Hinge forward. The hinge forward is only about a third of the way. Keep the low tummy pulling in. Remember, you've got all the different variations. If you want to take the arm up and over, you can do that too. Wherever you are, breathe. Beautiful. Ground through the standing leg. Open up the heart wherever you are. Very mindfully, we come out. So we release the leg, not like a fling shot. Let it be mindful, intentional, step out. Yeah, let's just let the arms release. Nice full breath in and out. Feel that energy move through the body. You might be feeling a lot of energy. Heart openings tend to wake things up. And then hands to the hips and gentle circles with the hips. Maybe it's a shake from side to side if that feels better for you. You know what works in your body. Got it. And then pause, sweep the arms up. Bend the knees generously. Belly rests on the thighs. Raise the head. Nice full breath into the back body. Yeah. Well, let's just take the hands all the way down, keep bending the knees, and come all the way down to the ground. Pull up, asana. Yes, not a real thing, I made it up. When you get down there, reach the arms forward, slowly lower down, use some core strength. Let the spine round if that feels safe in your body. When you come all the way down to the ground, let's just let the knees bend. Take a few breaths here. Feel the support of the earth. The spine realigning with each intentional breath in and out. One more big inhale, big exhale. Gently bring the knees into the chest. Roll a little from side to side. Bring the left knee into the chest, right leg can go long. You can always keep that knee bent if that feels better in your body. Flex the right foot. Keep energy in that right leg and pull the left knee in. Take a nice full breath. Let's take the left arm out to the side. The right arm is going to guide the right knee across the midline. It's going to take the left knee across the midline, and let that left hip lift off the ground. So if you want to put something underneath the knee, like a block or a blanket, feel free to do that. Coming into a twist. If you'd rather bring both knees up and do additional twists, that's fine. Left shoulders heavy to the floor. Nice full breaths in, full breaths out. Soften the jaw and the face. Longer exhales, letting the body know it's time to let go. Another 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. On the next exhale, pull the tummy in, bring that knee back up through center. Bend both knees, gentle windshield wiper, moving the hips and the low back. And then pause and center. Keep a nice cleansing breath. Big inhale to the belly. Big releasing exhale. When you're ready, bring those feet back in, hip distance. Bring the right knee to the chest, left leg long, flex the foot. Nice full breath here. And when you're ready, that left hand guides the right knee across as the right arm comes out wide from the shoulder. And find your version of twist, whatever way feels good to you today. Keeping the right shoulder heavy and the knees supported if they need it or want it. Nice full breath. Your next exhale, pull the tummy in and pull the knees up through center. Here you might keep the knees pulling in, wrap your arms around them, and give yourself a little rock and roll, a little massage. Let the feet come to the floor with bent knees. By your side, and move in and out of bridge. A little moving bridge, ground through the feet. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips any amount, a little bit of a pelvis tilt, or lift the hips up. Keep space between the chin and the chest. And then use your core to lower down, upper, middle. Keep that core strong. And just find your groove with your breath, inhaling, lifting the hips. And exhaling, lowering down. And if you more at your own pace, feel free to stay up if that serves you. Try not to grip in the face and the jaw. Notice if the knees are splaying out wide, try to keep them in line with the hip bones. Good. We'll do one more. And the hips come to the ground before moving into any other shape. Take a nice big belly breath. Cleansing, realigning, centering. Now let's let the knees come up and wide for a healthy baby. Outer edges of the feet, or you can always grab the ankles, the calves, or even behind the thighs. And just roll or be in stillness. The elbows are on the inside of the knees. As the hands grab the outer edges of the feet, ankles, calves, or thighs. Of course, if you're grabbing the thighs, the elbows need to be on the outside. Nice full breaths. Bring the soles of the feet gently together. Slide the hands towards the ankles. The heels draw in towards the groin. The knees go wide. Nice full breath here. We'll slide the hands to the knees, pull the knees together. Give yourself a hug. Let's think of just a couple things that you are grateful for in this moment. Really see it in your mind's eye, feel it in your heart, let yourself experience it. Gratitude. When you feel ready, gently release into Shavasana. Give yourself any last minute postures that you might need and any support that you might need for Shavasana. Time to set yourself up. Release the shoulder blades flat to the earth. The palms face up. Feel what you feel in your body. Move any props that might be touching you that you don't need. Just welcome intentional inhale, releasing exhale. Remind yourself that it's time to rest. Allowing ourselves time to just be. So important. without changing anything, just bring awareness in. Notice your body. Notice the breath. Notice the air on the skin, the support of the floor underneath you. Allow your awareness to spread into your space. Just simply bringing awareness in. And then welcome a fuller breath. Nice full inhale to the belly, slower, softer exhale. Feel the energy with the breath. Again, awareness. And intentionally bringing some movement in. Wiggling fingers and toes. Welcoming the physical body back into the present moment. Stretching, maybe yawning. And eventually, in your own time, in your own way, and bend the knees and make your way over to whichever side calls to you. And from there, use the top arm to gently press yourself upright. Stay connected within. Notice the urge to move into the external. But stay connected internal. Feel your practice. Feel your breath. And notice the stillness inside. Just bring the palms together in front of the heart. And from our heart space, we'll send some of the juiciness of our practice out into the world. Big full inhale. Nice releasing exhale. And bowing down. The grace and wisdom that lives within each and every one of us. Namaste.